Hello people, my time here and welcome to my first ever video on anything, and I've decided to do it on a game I've been playing called Dungeon Link. Now those of you that maybe have come across this just by accident, I really do recommend giving the game a go. It's a lot of fun and I'm just here to share some of my tips I've picked up along the way. Now, I'm gonna stress, I'm not a pro, okay? I've made many rookie mistakes. For example, I did feed my starter hero, the story hero you get at the very beginning, within like the first week of playing the game. So yeah, I suppose I'm probably quite bad at the game. But yeah, I just also want to say before I go too far that I started playing just a little bit before the big update. Okay, so some of the stuff I may show you. I don't always know what it was like before the big update 'cause there's a few changes to some of the key components like the swords, etc. Um, so yeah, those of you that maybe been playing for longer, you might be able to give me some tips and some advice. But just jumping into it, the thing I'm going to talk about today is something which is quite new. It's been released now. It's called guilds. Many of you are probably in a guild, but if you're not, you can click on this little emblem in the top right with the shield and the swords, and it will bring you up onto a guild page. Okay. Now I've purposely not done this just to show you what happens. On your guild page, there's this big blue button saying claim. Join a guild once a day, every 24 hours you can click claim and you get some rewards. So I've got 10 swords and 25,000 gold. Okay, I get that just by once a day logging in and clicking attend. The guild I'm in, Masters Tigbitties, okay, he's got his own channel. I actually watched that channel, follow it and learnt a few things myself from it. His name on YouTube I think is XGamer TS Felder X, something like that. But if you put in Dungeon Link, then you will find it yourself. Okay, so yep, so here's your guild screen. You can scroll down and it will show you all the people who are in your guilds, and you notice this button called donate. Now, to donate to a guild, you basically are given money. Click on donate, and I'll just for the example in this film, oops, I will put in 100,000 and you click donate. Okay, so it goes to the guild, total gold goes up. Every time you get to a new level, you can increase the number of people in your guild. Okay, why is that important? For guild hunt, that's what I'm going to show you. Okay, so once you join a guild, you can go and do guild hunts. Guild hunts are from the battle screen. They work just like the Colosseum would do. You scroll down, guild hunt. Okay, shows you there's wood monsters. Now the reason why you do guild hunt is guild hunt, as I will show you by clicking on attack, allows you to fight twice a day, and you get points for defeating the enemies. If you successfully clear the stage, you fight a computer AI just like you're fighting Colosseum, and depending on which level you go in at, you get the bounty. Now it's worth noting you get 10 points automatically for entering, and you also get a bonus, okay, a bonus 10% if you complete it in 3 attacks or 3 turns, 20% if you complete it in 2 turns, and I believe it's 30% if you complete it in 1 turn. I've not fought at a level that I've completed it in 1 turn yet, so I can't confirm it. Maybe someone else can. But anyway, yeah, so the first tip I'm going to give is about this guild hunt. If we go back, today it says wood monsters. So that's telling you that the enemy's team is going to mainly comprise of wood monsters. Therefore, you want your team to have fire monsters. Why? Because fire monsters will do double damage and take half damage. Likewise, you want to try and avoid having too many water monsters because they will deal half damage and take double damage. You might say, well, why do we want to play Guild Hunt? Because Guild Hunt gets you rewards. Click on the reward button and it shows you what you can win. You can get skip tokens, you can get gems, and you can get regular swords for using in the dungeons. Okay, so the whole guild, everyone fights, everyone gets points. All the points add up and they give you a rank, and the higher your rank as a total guild, then the better gifts you're going to get. Now it's important that everyone fights. You don't want to have people in your guild but which aren't participating, okay? There's only 2 fights a day. Even if you don't do the top tiers, it doesn't matter. Why? Click on attack. If you, for example, you normally fight at the 1000 bounty and you want to fight at 1250, but you're worried, even if you lose, you still get a percentage of the points depending how far you've gone through. So you will not walk away empty-handed, okay? Also, another little tip to note is that don't be scared, because it says that the target, for example, here in the 1250 level is level 40 heroes plus 5, and as you can see, every hero is a 6 star. You may be worried if you only have 5 stars in your deck, in your team, and dare say plus 5, you may think, oh, I've got no chance of beating this computer. Well, you do, because your heroes have runes. Okay, the AI here, they are, yes, level 40 plus 5 in stats, but they don't have runes attached. Therefore, especially if you've got some fire elementals in your team, you're going to have an advantage. Okay, so remember, factor in those runes. If you've got good runes on your heroes, you can push up and excuse me, attack higher than you think. For example, I'm going to do this 2001 just to show you my kind of tip for going through to do it. Now you might have noticed I don't have an actual healer in my team. Okay, I'm using pretty much damage and Lulu because she was a boost. Now, key to all these is to make combos. Okay, the more combos you can make, the more damage you're going to do. Also, you want to try and make your damage characters to have as many moves as possible. So here, unfortunately, my combos aren't particularly great. But what I will do is I will roll down as many of the combos as I can and leave it to the AI. Now, in a perfect world, I'd have got a good combo there and I'd have tried to take out the healer. In this case, it would have been the Clara, so she doesn't heal them all, which is what she's basically gone and done. Okay, so now she's made it difficult for me to complete this. But good tactic for doing this is to make sure that you can iron out the healer first. So you can click on her to select her, which means that you'll focus your attack on her. So now she's gone, there's no more healing for these remaining heroes. Okay, so I'm not worried about my heroes healing. My plan is to try and kill them as quickly as possible, and unfortunately I didn't have the start I would have liked. But yeah, you go through, you fight through. Remember, I have fire heroes here doing the damage, and there we go, I've won it 3 turns. So I get my 2,000 points for completing it, 100% of the bounty. I get my quick clear bonus, my participation bonus. Okay, so 2,210 points. That goes onto my guild, and you see our guild's moved up 5 spaces from having my score. Yeah, so that's it. There's my tips for the guild hunt. Join the guilds. Make sure that you attend each day for your free bonuses, and make sure you go and actually attack. Okay, it will give you a tip. It will tell you which monsters you'll be facing. I personally don't think you need to run with a healer. You want to try and do as much damage as quickly as you can before the automatic bonus kicks in, and you're trying to get the bonus by finishing it in 3 goes. So personally, I think you should drop a healer for somebody who's going to deal damage and help you get that added bonus. Yeah, so thank you for looking. I'm going to make some more videos. Please feel free to leave your opinions and anything you want to see in the comments, and I will try and cover what you guys asked to see in the future. Okay, take care.